The next concept is unit of time and speed. So we know that the time is usually represented by a unit second. The basic unit of time is seconds. We know that, or we simply write it as yes. The basic unit of time is seconds, or we can also represent it as minute or hour. So minute and hour are the larger units of time. The basic and smallest unit of time is second. And we know that second one is speed. The unit of speed is, the basic unit is meter per second. We know that speed is, how do we define? Distance by time. Distance by time. Unit of distance is meter. Unit of time is seconds. So you can easily write it as meter per second. This is basic unit and smaller unit. For larger unit, for example, if you covered a distance of some kilometers in 1 hour or 2 hours, now we represent the, or now we unit of speed is this kilometer per hour. This is larger unit. Okay, the smallest unit of speed is meter per second. The larger unit of speed is kilometer per hour or kilometer per minute or meter per hour, like that. Okay, these are all units. So the simple and basic unit is meter per second, and simple and basic units of time is seconds. Okay, the larger units are minute and hour. And another one instrument which is used to measure the speed. Here the speed is measured by a meter per second. Also the speed is measured by another one quantity, that is odometer. Odometer, which is used to measure a speed. Which is used to measure a speed or distance covered or travelled by an object in a given interval of time. In a given interval of time or given unit time. So this is odometer, which is used to measure the speed or distance covered by an object in a given interval of time. So this is unit of time and speed, and another one is odometer. Remember that, odometer. Okay. The next one is distance time graph. Distance time graph. So what is graph? So first we have to learn the what is graph. The graph means pictorial representation of given data. Remember that, pictorial representation. Pictorial representation of data is called graph. Okay. So if I asking you, so which fruits you liked most? Okay. For example, in your class there are 50 students. So, okay, I asking you these 50 students to which fruits you liked most. Okay, the some fruits, some students said apple, some students said banana, some students said like grapes, some students liked most which fruits, like orange. So it's very difficult to write every students or each students. It's very difficult to write. So the each students liked which fruits. But you collect the data and draw a graph. You collect the data and draw a graph like this, two perpendicular lines. Okay, here write fruits. This is first banana and orange. This is orange. This is grapes and this is apple. Okay, in this axis vertical, this is the horizontal line, we represent the what? Fruits. In the vertical line we represent this 10 students, 20 students, 30 students, 40 students, 50 students. Okay, now some 10 students are liked most banana. Okay, that represented like this. Some students liked 20 students, for example 20 students liked oranges. Okay, and some students liked most grapes. Okay, now I represent the what? Pictorial representation. Okay, here I'll take the first data, that is the in the total classes, in the total students, so which students or liked which fruits. Okay, I collect the number of students liked the number of fruits. Yes, so that, so I represent what here, that is the banana. I represent here on the horizontal line the apples, on the vertical line represent number of students, and draw the graph. So this graph is called bar graph. Remember that this graph is called bar graph. Here I represent the pictorial representation. So this is called what? Graph, and this type of graph is bar graph. The graph means pictorial representation of given data, and here the graph includes the two variables. Remember that the graph includes the two variables or two variable quantities. Remember, two variable quantities. Okay. So there are different types of graph. Here I explained the bar graph. Another one is line graph. Okay. Another one is line graph. So what is line graph? So I explain now. See here, if the car is moving, this is the car. Okay. Now car is at a position A, that means is at rest. Its speed is 0, or the time is also 0, because it at rest the time is 0 and distance is also 0. Distance is also 0. Time is 0, distance is also 0. Now when car is start, so it is in motion, that means the car is moving, and now is at position B. Okay, the car is now here. So now the time is, for example, 1 minute. It covers a 1 meter, or we can say 1 kilometer or 1 meter. Here I'll take 1 meter. So now car covers a distance of 1 meter in 1 minute. Now car covers a distance, or now the car is at position C. It covers a distance 2 meter in 2 minutes. Okay, now car covers a distance 2 meter in 2 minutes. Now car is at distance D, or a position D. Okay, so now car covers a 4 meter in, for example 3 meter in 3 minutes. Okay, now car covers a distance 3 minute in 3 minutes. 3 meter in 3 minutes. For example, now car is at position E. Now car covers a 4 meter in 4 minutes. Okay. So now I'll draw the graph. First you draw the two lines. These two lines are perpendicular to each other. Remember that one is vertical line, another one is horizontal line. These two lines are perpendicular to each other. That means they are 90 degrees here. Okay. This is the intersection of the two lines. This is the origin. Okay. This is represented by O. This is represented by X. This is represented by X dash. This is horizontal line. Okay. The left side of the origin, this is the OX, this is the left side of the origin. So here all are positive values. Okay, and sorry, this is right side. Sorry, this is right side of the origin, or represented all positive values. Then the left side of the origin we represent all are negative values. Okay. Similarly, above the origin, this is Y, O, Y dash. The above the origin, these all values are positive. Okay, these all values are positive, and below the origin all values are negative. Okay, so this is called x-axis. This is called x-axis. Here representing all positive values. So this is positive x-axis. This is negative x-axis. Here representing the positive values. So this is y-axis. So here representing the positive values means this is positive y-axis. This is negative y-axis. Okay. So now I'll take the two variables. The two variables are both positive values. So that we will take the positive y-axis and positive x-axis. Because here only I'll take the positive values and two variables. So see here I'll write separately. So this is O, this is X, this is Y. On the OX or horizontal or x-axis, we represent the time. Okay. OY or y-axis represents the distance. Okay. So see here, this is 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. This is 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter. Okay. See the data. I'll write the first data here. Okay. This is time. This is distance. Okay. Time is in minute. Distance is in meter. Remember that. Okay. In 0, at 0, the car is at rest. That means distance is 0. At 1 minute, the car covers a distance 1 meter. At 2 minutes, the car covers a distance 2 meter. At 3 minutes, the car covers a distance 3 meter. 4 minutes, car covers a distance 4 meter. So just representing these points on this graph. So at 0, time is 0, distance is also 0. Here time is 1. So here time is 1. Distance is also 1. So here distance is 1. See, the time is 2 minutes. So the car covers a distance 2 meter. Yes, here. Yes. And at 3 minutes, car covers a 3 meter. Here. At 4 minutes, car covers a distance 4 minutes. Here distance is 4 minutes. Now, join these all points, we get straight line. Yes? We get straight line. This is called a what? Line graph. We get straight line, and here distance and time graph. This is the distance and time graph, and we get a straight line. This is called what? Line graph. Okay. This is called line graph.